So if you're considering using an interim, there are many positives with interim use. So the first is speed. Usually interims are available immediately, or sometimes only at a couple of weeks' notice. So if you have something that's very urgent or a crisis situation, you can get somebody in to help you really quickly. Usually interims are very experienced, and where you might be struggling to find someone in the permanent market, often people build their experience in a permanent role, and if there's a skills shortage and there's an opportunity to move into the interim market, then that's what they do. So often you can find things in the interim market that you can't find in the permanent market. In addition to that, you've got real flexibility with interims. So if something changes or something isn't moving in the right direction, you can usually terminate very easily in a way that you perhaps can't with a permanent employee. Regarding negatives, I guess there's some risk that goes both ways with termination. So usually interims will have a notice period built in, and it may be that you use them for a certain amount of time and realise that you need them for longer, and actually that consultant may have committed to another project or engagement. So we always recommend that you engage someone for the maximum period that you're likely to use them, and then terminate slightly earlier if something is delivered more quickly. And definitely if you think you're likely to need to extend a contract, think about that probably 4 to 6 weeks before a contract ends, because that's when interims will start to get approached. Cost can often be seen as a negative with interims as well, but the cost may not be as big as you think when you think about the cost of employing a permanent employee, where you'll be paying employers' national insurance, which is currently 15.05% on top of the base salary. You have to pay for permanent employment benefits, maybe bonuses, equity, health cover, and lots of other things. With interims, you pay a day rate for days that they work, so you're not paying for holiday. So that often narrows the gap, and it means that using an interim may not be as expensive as you think. There's also sort of legal requirements around IR35, which is a big area now, but we can give tailored IR35 advice. We've got lots of information about that on our website too. Plus we've got information around typical rates for different levels of product manager as well.